Well, I'm actually at an event. You can see behind me Footsteps of Discovery, Survival Matter, and it's kind of a weekend event down in Cornwall, and not too far from me actually. Fantastic setup they've got here. I'm actually in the main arena tent, and there's quite a lot going on around me at the moment. People running around everywhere, and just a lot of families having fun. What a beautiful and lovely spot and location to have a show or an event like this. I can see around this little arena, they're obviously set up for the bow drill fire set, so there'll be some teachings going on later on inside this tent, and it's lovely to see. Families and everyone seemed to be getting involved. I'm going to try and just document some bits and bobs from the day that we get up to, and some people that we may speak to, and try and show you a little bit around the showground. I really do encourage anyone to come to events like this, because you instantly bump into people that are very like-minded and just enjoy the outdoors and the countryside. So some of the tents, this big old canvas tent that I'm in, and some of the tent setups are absolutely amazing, and I'll try and get some shots of them or pictures of them. So let's go and have a look around. It's always great at events like this where you can learn traditional skills. You'll see a selection of carved spoons behind me. The gentleman there actually teaches these skills one day or a couple of days at the gathering, and that's why these kind of little tiny events are really worthwhile coming to learn traditional skills and craftsmanship like that. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to try and get back later with him and watch him carve a little bit. Well, knots and lines, and when you can tie knots this fast, setting up your camp is going to be no problems at all. I'll leave you to the expert.
Right. Well, we start with the reef knot. That's the sort of simplest, and it always takes me the longest. Well, and having messed that one up, that was the clove hitch. Now we do a sheep shank, which you'll find useful for shortening your lines. Round turn 2 half hitches can hold a battleship if you've got strong enough string. Sheet bend, and last but not least the bowline, which is the loop that you'd find useful for all sorts of purposes.
What's your favourite knot to tie?
I think I've got two. One of my favourites is the alpine butterfly.
Okay.
Now, 3 turns around your wrist. The one nearest your thumb goes in the middle. The one in the middle goes towards the tips of your fingers and pulls through. Now, this is a lovely knot. You don't need the ends to tie it. You can pull it in this direction, that direction, and it won't give way.
Handy knot to know for camping.
Oh, it's invaluable. Some people say that it's hard to undo when you've put a bit of pressure on it, but if you sort of fold the wings back, it usually gives you enough room to poke the loop out. So that's one of my favourite knots. The other one is the one-handed bowline.
The one-handed bowline.
Yeah. Now, there are various stories you can tell to go with the knot. Either you've fallen off the back of a boat, somebody threw you a line and has gone to get help, but they didn't leave a loop in the end of the line. So you're hanging on for grim death. So then you've got to do a bowline so that you can be rescued. Because you see, one of the reasons I like this one is that a lot of the books suggest you use your whole wrist.
Yeah.
If anything goes wrong, you lose your hand. I like to stick my thumb out, hook with my thumb. If anything goes wrong, it can pull free and you can start again.
Yeah.
Then your finger goes out, bingo.
Amazing. It's clever, isn't it?
I like it. It's really a showing off knot. if ever you did fall into that position, you'd grab hold of the rope with everything you can, hands, feet, teeth, eyebrows. You'd be hanging on for grim death. But
so let's have a quick, I'll bring you in closer so you can have a look at some of these knots.
okay, so now do you want to undo them and do them one at a time?
You
or?
can do, yeah. That would.
Okay, do you want to pause or?
No.
Okay. Well, the reef knot is traditionally left over right, right over left, but it doesn't really matter which way you go. Once you've got them twisted, you put each one down beside itself. That one goes down here, so to come out beside itself, the other side has to go through the hole. Very ancient knot. It comes up in Greek stories.
Nice and flat.
Nice and flat. The only time you'd normally use it these days, unless you're reefing a sail on a big square rigger, is to tie the ends of a triangular bandage.
Yeah.
Because then it sits flat in your collarbone. Now the clove hitch, there are different ways to tie this. You can throw it over. This is where you can't. So you throw it over, round, round and up. And it's got a wonderful grip.
Yeah.
But you may have to tie it to a post. So you can just make a loop, make a second loop. The second one, they look different, but if you follow the line round, it goes over, round to the back, over, round to the back. So you put your second loop on top, bring it down to the pin.
Excellent.
Bingo. This one, the sheep shank, is used for shortening a rope. The technique I'll do now is just purely for showing off, because it starts off like the wagoner's hitch, and then twist. It shortens the rope quite considerably.
That's kind of handy in our field of business, really, where we don't want to have to cut rope.
Exactly. Should you want to know more about knots, and I hope that what you've seen so far has sparked an interest, if you visit the website of the International Guild of Knot Tiers, which is much easier remembered as IGKT, you'll find links to practical knots, decorative knots, and a whole range of other subjects, all connected with rope work, and I'm sure that you'll get a great kick out of it as a new skill that you can learn and then pass on.
Lovely, thank you very much. I'm sure the guys will go over and check that out for sure.
I hope so.
No worries, thank you very much. Cheers. You can't come to a gathering without having a nice burger. These are absolutely fantastic. And the young lady back there who's doing all the cooking and making the tea, just what a very, very nice lady to talk to. Very knowledgeable, I think. Probably a lot more knowledgeable than me, especially when it comes to making good burgers. Well, this is a Bushcraft oven, if you like, and later on they'll be cooking some food in this oven, probably for the night's tea, I'd have thought. They keep telling me there's some lovely saddles of venison to go in there. Additionally, they've got this fire roaring hot under there. Put some rocks in there, and they're just going to keep doing that to get the heat in there before they start cooking their food. What an absolute fantastic thing to see. Well, I've been joined by a knife maker, a local knife maker from Cornwall, MP Custom Blades. And some of his work's absolutely amazing, so I thought I'd share it with you on the video. Mike?
Alright mate, hi guys. This is just a few of my knives. This is my Bushmaster 7, 4mm01. That one's got a ripple pattern on it. Black Corian handles.
Absolutely beautiful.
Sabre grind on that one. I've done a few with convex grinds as well.
It's a big knife.
It's a big knife, it's a big chopper. Gets through material quite nice. It's a heavy knife, I've not lightened the handle at all.
No, you can feel the weight in it.
Yeah, it does help you chop it.
Lovely.
Quite a nice balance point.
The sheath?
Leather sheath on that one. I do them leather and kydex. That one's black, black brown, tans. Got some ox blood as well.
Absolutely lovely.
Working on the leather.
What else have we got in the collection?
This is my Bushcraft knife, and that one's got etched blade with some firework on the back, oak and paper micarta scales on that one, Scandi grind.
That's lovely. What's that finish on the blade?
That's just hot vinegar etch on it.
It's beautiful,
Just
isn't it?
experimenting with it.
Absolutely
Do that in your own
beautiful.
knife, have a bit of a mess.
Mm.
So another leather sheath of that one.
The leather sheaths are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
Very, very well made.
yeah. It's leathers. It's
lovely.
a learning experience as much as making the knives. It's yeah, you got to practice as much with the leather as anything else. This is a backup, little skinner knife.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah, I do that with walnut and micarta again, paper micarta.
That is
Sabre grind on
absolutely
that one as well.
lovely. Lovely sheath as well for that.
Yeah, it's got a bit of interesting design, that one. The way it's split but still wrapped around the handle.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful.
Yeah. Show you the first knife you ever made. This one here.
This was your first attempt, was it, at a knife?
Yeah, all handmade with a file. There's a little video on my channel, that kit I used to make that. Yeah, so that's 3mm one. Been tempted to redo the bevel on that one, but
It's your first knife ever made, though. You wouldn't want to, would you?
no.
Don't think you'd want to alter that.
No.
It's a classic.
Paid quite a bit for the scales on that one, tiger striped oak. But
Beautiful, isn't it?
yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
I'll show you my little neck knife and a couple other I'm working on at the minute. This is my, I call that the Connor neck knife.
This is my little favourite. Love this thing. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Perfectly flat. You've got the option of a paracord wrap on that handle. Absolutely amazing. And surprisingly comfortable in the hand.
Yeah, that's about the third design of moving things
Yeah.
around a little bit, and a little thumb ramp there really
Yeah,
finishes it off.
there's your little thumb wrap. What a clever little design.
Yeah,
My favourite.
yeah. That's one I'm working on at the minute. Needs a bit more work to finish polishing it off. That's corian, that is. It's I really do like corian as a handle material.
Beautiful. Do you number all your knives? This is number 2.
Yeah, it's somewhat of. I mean, there's a few knife makers number everything, but I think, yeah, I don't know whether when to stop or.
Yeah.
I mean, that's slightly different design than the original. That's why I started again with the numbering on that one.
Yeah,
I got another couple that
Beautiful.
I'm working on with wooden handles. Hopefully, take the Bushcraft show if anybody's interested.
You go in, you go into the Bushcraft show.
I've got a number of knives there. I've got a couple of Bushcraft knives, a couple of the Bushmasters.
This is another one you're working on.
Yeah. That one's
Beautiful.
not sharp yet. It's obviously because I'm still working on the handle and buffing it up.
It's lovely.
Quite a few of the neck knives. Yeah, open for some more work if anyone's interested.
What's your YouTube channel?
It's Mike Palmer. Hopefully trying to change that to MP Custom Knives,
Yeah,
but
I've told you how to do that now, so you should be able to
should be
change
able to do that one.
I'll leave the links in the description box for Mike's channel, so please check him out. Very, very clever knife maker, and I think one of your popular videos was building a knife,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
£25 knife making kit. It's how I've made my first knife. The kit I used to, what I used to make it. All stuff off eBay, and a couple
Excellent.
of files cut up, and
Lovely.
been a real popular video that one has.
Yeah, great. So I'll leave the links from Mike's channels, guys, and thanks very much for joining us at the Cornwall RV. It's been a fantastic and fun day. I've met so many nice people here. It's been great. There's been a lot of lectures going on, and I've tried not to film them and interfere with, you know what it's like at these gatherings. You don't want to intrude on too many people. I hope you learned something from the knots and lines. the sun has started to come out and we're just going to go and enjoy our day. So guys, with that in mind, peace, stay safe,
Have a good
and
one.
we'll see you on the next one.